We're gonna fix some paint. We're gonna fix some paint because I need all my tools today. There's gonna be a bunch of tooling, a bunch of moving and grooving, and some tooling. Let's go over what we're doing. We fixing paint. So, all right, we got this. Where's my Merca? Got my Merca. Got my pad here. I'm gonna do the Angel Orange, the Aringa. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? So, got this car that came in. I'm gonna show you. And then I want to put some gloves on, BRB. Put some gloves on. And then I want to show you just a highlight. I don't know when it's coming, just to hype it up a bit. We'll do that first. The new product that Quiver is working on. Shout out to Mark Horn for these gloves. We need to carry gloves in the store. Does everybody agree? Even 2X is kind of tight. It's kind of tight. So let's go over what I got. Hello, everybody. If you're tuning in, don't know if anyone's watching yet. I think Becca is. Becca's there. What's up, everybody? Yeah, this truck's huge. So, you know me, I don't like to tape off trucks, but let's talk about this scenario. So here's what we got. I got a guy. I actually did a service for him for free a while ago. That's why it's good to pay kindness and not expect anything back. You know what I'm saying? When you do stuff out of kindness, never expect it back. When you loan stuff, never expect it back. Just at that moment in time, it's a gift. Anyway, he came over. This is what I think Jamie was here, and I had buffed out his paint on his Ford, but he remembered me, and he came in to do this. So what I have is a truck that is black. Let me walk you through what we have here. So I have this beauty, and let me clean the lens. Hold, please. All right, I have this beauty here. He bought a brand new $90,000 truck. So for me, I am playing cautious here. I taped off every surface like I'm using angel wax again, which I'm not. I did that for a couple reasons. First of all, if you look at the plastic is beautiful, right? So I didn't want to F that up. So I went around, I taped off every single plastic piece. I taped off every piece that I'm gonna have to polish, taped off the hood, taped off the fender bits. Only came up to this part because I'm not really worried about that. And then taped off all this over here. Now my garage is pretty massive, so this truck is huge and relative, right? When you're thinking about how big it is compared, that's how big it is. So I taped off everything. I'm gonna walk you through the problems I'm seeing in the clear coat. And I know from past experience, Dodge Ram paint kind of sucks. So let's look at, you see it looks beautiful, like why is he bringing it in? We have all those. All those. You see that? It's all over. Like, it's not just here. Like, I think that's a scratch. So I might have to wet sand that. We're gonna see. So a couple things I'm gonna do is think about the paint. So past experience, RHO paint goes from soft, medium, hard. Sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get. Haven't tested this one yet. We're gonna use Endgame Orange Pad. But before we do that, I wanna show you a product that Josh P's been working on that I'm actually testing for him. I have no idea when it's coming, but it's new and it's pretty nice. Hello, everybody. Matt, stay hydrated. Becca, I love you, Becca. Flint, Ulysses, Wes. Who else we got? Happy Easter, Adamo. Gary, what's up, big boy? Lizard. Pork Chop, what's up? Matt Adams, Rico. Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing good. Jay, what's up, Rick? All right, so check this out. Okay. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? Look at that. All right, here's the test. I don't think Josh V told me to test it this way, but this is the test that I got. I'm gonna pray. Down the way. I'm gonna spray this solution on that dirty thing. I'm gonna sacrifice the towel because my towels need to be washed. I guys didn't do it because they were the last to do a detail, and let me spray it away. So, first of all, the scent is, I'm elated. The scent is very beautiful. It's a take on creamsicle. You remember when Josh was like, let it sit? I'm not letting nothing sit, Josh. Suck it. You know when Josh said, let it sit, guys? That scent is to die for, bro. What a beautiful scent. This is not a waterless wash either. Use your imagination, kids. Look at that. Look at that. What do you guys think? That's nuts. It's gonna dry to something beautiful. In case you missed it, you're looking for a double whammy here. Oh, and you get you out of the sunshine here. They're looking for a double whammy. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna spray that booty. This is not motoplast. It could be used on paint. It could be used on glass. It darkens plastic. It could be used everywhere. He made wheels, leaves a freaking sealant behind. It darkens everything. It's not just for plastic, guys. I'm just showing you what it did to that fender. Okay, now we got mech wheels. We're gonna polish in a second, guys, I promise. I just feel like we need to get intimate this morning. You know, tomorrow's Easter, so happy Easter for those of you who celebrate. Those of you who don't, if I offended you, it's 2026. No one gets offended anymore. All right, we got these, we call them, what is it, mech wheels or mat wheels or whatever. I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna do a test spot first so you can see it. And I'm gonna buff. And it just adds, dang, dude, look at that. See that? You see that? Now it could be used on paint, it could be used on wheels, it could be used on tires, it could be used on the interior plastics. We tested on a Porsche plastic. I'm hyped about this. Whenever he launches it, not sure when it's gonna come out, but I'm glad that he let me test it. I've been testing against the other variants on the market, and I could say with all confidence this is as good, slightly better in slickness and application. There you go. So in case you missed it, do you see that indoor fender well? You see that fender well, right? It was pretty dirty. We'll do another one just in case you don't believe it yet. In case you're not a believer. But you see how good it made that look? So let me take you on a journey here to this part of town. We're gonna go to the other part. And I'm using a Freebird just to show you that there's no scrubbing action, right? Would you agree that Freebirds don't really scrub? They're more to buff. Does that make sense? Hello, everybody. Hello. All right. Can you guys see that? Let me know if you can see that. Chat. I need some inspiration. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Hopefully you can see it. All right. The goal is you spray, you let it sit, you let it do its thing. So spray. Doesn't need a lot. You can let it sit, walk away and come back and level it. What I like to do is I just like to level. And these are dirty. I didn't rinse and wash these. So I'm just showing you that it has some type of cleaning agent in it, but it leaves a gnarly protection behind. And there you go. There you go. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, kids. It doesn't get better than that. I'm using something that my pops, Daddy Quiver made. So we're just finalizing his testing. He let me use it. This is my first time using it outside of his video that we did together. And this is a product that could be used on paint, plastic, trim, wheels, glass. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Touch up the wheel here, and then we're gonna get polishing. Again, he recommends straight spraying. The scent is what blows my mind. I'm a scent guy, right? I've always been, even before you guys knew my passion for fragrance. But this scent is nuts. Look at that. Grabbing the interior here. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. So good. So we did this side of the fender. But yeah, there you go. First impressions of this. It's a gem. First impressions. It's a gem. So I gotta be honest with you. The tires came glazed like that, and I did a preview with the truck. So I did a rinseless wash in the car. I didn't do the tires because they're already clean. He already did it. So I didn't want to waste product to do that. Franco, what's up, man? All right. So let's talk about what we're gonna do about this paint. I got everything taped off, as you can see, because I do not want to F this plastic up, so I taped off everything. It's always good to have tape, even though with the new advancements in polishes, you don't want to nick plastic with a polish that can't stain it. Causes me a little more work than I want to do, which I'm not in the business of doing. You know what I'm talking about? You guys dig what I'm saying? I'm going to take some of these blueberry pads here. So I haven't used this polisher in a while. I'm going to take some blueberry pads. I'm going to use an orange pad, and then I'm going to use Endgame, and we're going to see if we can cut this paint. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, man. No, that's not detail coat. I don't want to lie to you. That's not tape. That's not detail coat tape. Got that from Car Supplies Warehouse, bro. I used to have like Karagon. Let me close this door so you can see. I used to have the Japanese tape, but what's his name? Pie Car came, used it all. Didn't replace it. And I was like, I ain't replacing crap. All right, let me turn the special lights on so you can see. And then we'll get cooking. I was gonna do a video on this, but I recorded a video and I just felt like, oh, we just go live. All right, so I got paint correction lights so you can see how the paint is all over on a new truck. See that? Like it's all over here. So I got my paint correction lights. If you're looking for those, Car Supplies Warehouse is your place to get them. All right, so I'm gonna do a test splat. I'm gonna do it without a lot of pressure because I wanna see how good the compound reacts to the actual surface and go from there. I usually don't do test spots, but no one's above it. You know what I'm saying? No one is above it, guys. No one is above a test spot. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. I got this Rupes. I've had this Rupes for years. I think it's been like 5 years since I had this little Rupes. And Franco, good call on that lady's motorcycle. She loved it. End game, when we say trim safe, we gotta talk about this. Let's talk about this because I feel like I don't want to lie to anybody. When you say trim safe, it means if you nick it, you're fine. But if you go to a plastic that has been dressed and you nick it with any compound, that dressing will hold on to it and it'll put it inside the pores. So trim safe and being careful are two different things. First of all, you could tell these plastics were coated or some sort of it. I don't want to spend time going back and having to fix that. Hence the tape off. So trim safe, asterisk. Any compound can be trim safe except for the old ones that didn't have, they had some molecule in it that made it do it. I personally would just, when you see the plastic of this car, just tape it. Time, 20 minutes, time to fix it, 2 hours. But yeah, to answer your question in a long-term way, yeah, you can. I just want to be super transparent that I'm not selling you rainbows and butterflies here, kids. All right, can you guys see these scratches here? So I have Endgame. I have my Rupes iBird. I bought this, man, a long time ago, bro. Can't even remember. It's been so long. And then we're going to do this test spot to see if it would take away something here. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a lot of pressure, and you could tell, you know that this Rupes polisher does not have a lot going for it in terms of power, but it's a good tool. It's like it's a knife. So I'm gonna do this section. I gotta break the pad in. The pad is fresh, clean. And the battery died. That's my luck, baby. That's my luck, baby. If I need to, I do have my Flex, which I keep a battery always charged, so I'm not worried about it. And I always keep a charger, a battery here. And again, I'm not putting any pressure. I just want to see what kind of work the compound can do, and then I'll know if this is the right fit or not. I'm using myself a Freebird here. Now, this tells a unique story. What story do you see? Do you see that hazing? What's that tell you? What's that hazing tell you? See, Dodge Ram paint is a shit show. Terrible. The worst paint. If Endgame one drop does that, I gotta go back to the drawing board. So now I gotta think to myself, what do I have that will do God's work here, right? So I'm gonna try. Now remember that it's a soft pad. Soft pad, no pressure cause hazing. It's nuts. Pairway would work. Pairway would work, but I'm gonna try this thing that Kataba sent me. I don't know if they're coming out with it. We're not doing it, but for me, what frustrates me is this paint so soft, but you have to be able to cut it. And then cutting it requires you to do a two-step. It's outside the budget. You know what I'm talking about? When I say it's outside the budget? So, I had to restart the phone. It was acting up. Everything's going good. We're just testing soft paint. Now I need more cutting. So the problem is, look at these scratches, right? So even with that aggressiveness, it still left that scratch there. So I gotta find the combo that's gonna let me do the work it a little bit, but not haze the paint like that. Unless I didn't wipe it all the way off. Nope. Still. Yeah, still. So let me dab this on, see what. Now the pad could be too aggressive. No, right? I don't want to blame it on the car or the compound. Now I'm going to do another test spot here. Same pad, different polish. Okay? Same pad, different polish. I'm only pressing down because I'm going to put some pressure to cut. Still, it cut the hose off the street. So now I'm thinking, now you can see that that took all the scratches off, except for one that I wasn't working at. So I'm going to test this compound again. You can see what Endgame did. Endgame raped it over Endgame to see if I could get it to come back. I'm mowing down this scratch right here for a reason. So you can see that there's a scratch there. So I'm gonna mow it down. And I'm gonna do a mow down technique to see if I do my last pass kind of soft, if that would bring back clarity in the paint, and then do the cutting for me. So yeah, so that will. So I just have to panel prep. That's just, you see? Yeah. So there is some, yep. So the problem we have is the scratch still remains here. So I know that the blue pad works. Now I'm gonna go become a surgeon, guys. Enjoy your weekend, take care. So I'm gonna go become a surgeon. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you seeing? So what I'm seeing is paint reacts differently with a hard pad and an aggressive compound. It doesn't like the aggressive compound. But I think I could get away with a different one step. So let me get DIY like Ulysses said, and see that works. I'm gonna get Picar 02, see if that works. Do I have that mug? Where's Picar 02? Oh, don't have Picar 02, what the freak? Where the heck did Picar go? And then S20 black. All right. I got 2 compounds I'm gonna test now to see if I could get the most out of it. First would be the DIYs, and then I'm gonna test S20 black. Coating for this, I haven't decided yet. He wants something stout. All right. So let's do it here. All right, so you see those scratches here? I'm gonna put you on the side and we'll do it. Yeah, you would have to recoat it. Unless you use CarPro Essence, even then, it's not a true recoat. This is gold standard. I'm gonna take it a little easier. I'm gonna turn up the speed, and I'm gonna see if gold standard is enough. If so, I'll just use this and get going. All right. Ulysses, I should come downstairs and suck your lollipop. He was right. Oh, Ulysses, Ulysses, Ulysses. Yeah, that did God's work. Yep. All right. Ulysses, 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 my guy. You done broke the code here. Let's see if we can get this scratch out. Love you, brother. Proud of you and the hard work you put in. Keep the great work. Get the wife some food. I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to give money, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you so much for it. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. Ulysses, good call, man. I just sprayed the whole car. Don't do that. The dumbest thing in the world. That was the dumbest thing in the world, guys. I just sprayed the whole car. I didn't think the spray was gonna be aggressive, but my pin pan strong is too. My pin pan is too strong. Dude, gold standard is the truth. Happy Easter. I'm kind of overworking this a bit because I want to see if I can actually work down that scratch with a more aggressive approach. There's one here and one here. I'm gonna mow that down, and I want to get up to the lip where I got about 5 pounds of pressure down. So gold standard, wow. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Gold standard has been on timeout. I've been using other stuff, but my lord, dude, does it do work? All right, I'm a Boviva. You saw that, right? Gold standard is the perfect combo. That's left. I'm gonna see if I can work that scratch without wet sanding it. I don't know how to do lines with horizontal, man. I suck, dude. Help me out, bro. I suck. All right. I'm getting a little more aggressive with it because I don't want to wet sand. And I feel like it took it out, except for this part. Yeah, there you go. One more pass. I'm mowing down, dude. I'm just trying to knock the clear coat off. You're like, that's terrible technique. Trust me, dude. I polish a lot of cars. We good. We good. Got it all out. I'm using a Merca. Merca. Can we say Merca out loud? You say it real loud, you sound like you're saying a Merca. Eddie, use the Fremont setting. How do I do? All right, let me see if I can do it sideways. Hold on, cuz. It says orientation is locked. What's that mean? It won't let me do it, bro. It says orientation is locked. Gold standard, doing God's work. Gold standard, doing God's work. I'm tickle me pink, dude. Tickle me pink. I'm taking my time on this car. I just want to do it right. The paint is finicky, has me a little worried. All right, so you want me to do a live? Do you want me to end this live and start over, or can I just keep working? Asking for a friend. I'd rather keep working. Look at that. Yeah, good. It's good. Let me get all the top edges.